Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening. Really, for wherever you are in the world. Whether you're joining me live, or whether you're watching this back later. Come and join me and the Queen of Greenbank, gorgeous girl Anya, for a little mooch down the lane. It's not going to be a massively long one today. Hello Diane, I hope you're feeling a little bit better, having picked up that nasty bug from Poland. Doesn't sound nice. Hello Tara. I'm going to say hello to as many people as I can. I did forget to bring my glasses with me, so apologies if I do miss anyone. Hi Cassidy. Now I have already started because I don't get to take Annie out very often at the moment, so I wanted a little bit of her and me time because she doesn't always like it if I'm not focused on her 100%. So it was important for me to just come out from the farm and have a bit of one-to-one time with her before I diverted my attention to all of you. Hello Lindsay. There's your gorgeous favourite girl. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that, am I? Because, of course, we're not supposed to have favourites. They're all lovely in their own right. You've just got home in time, Christina. Hello, Lance. Lovely to see you on here. Hi, Karen. So I wanted to bring you down this lane because it's a lovely, quiet lane, and because we've still got some of those lovely autumn colours despite very high winds. I thought it would be quite nice for you to relax and enjoy this. Hello Tim, hi Jill, hi Maria. Diane, gentle clip-clop with no shoes, but sounds lovely. It is, and I'm really pleased with how she's doing barefoot. I actually didn't hop on her coming down the driveway because sometimes she's a bit pottery on the stones still. But she's striding out really well. But hopefully her feet are toughening up now. Tara, you're absolutely right. Bessie's barn door, which I'll show you again when we get back to the farm, is absolutely gorgeous. The quality of what Aidan and Chris have made, you know, that'll stand there for many, many years. Hello, Kathy over in Texas. I'm so glad that you've managed to catch us live. It's always hard because, you know, these hacks are supposed to be at 6 o'clock until the end of October, but sometimes, you know, my life gets in the way and I have other things I need to do occasionally. So there's always quite a lot going on just with the day-to-day care of everybody at the moment. But I thought this is the last week before the clocks go back and we run out of even more daylight. So I thought if I could try and get you used to going out a little bit earlier, then Jodie and myself will do our best to keep some life hacks going through the winter. Let me have a scroll through messages. We've got Monique here in France. Hello, how are you? Oh, what happened there? Annie, did you have a little trip? Hello, CSI Canton. Love the new door for Bessie's barn. Yeah, we are very lucky, you know, with Chris, with Aidan. You know, Chris has made so many beautiful things for us over the years. And Michael, you know, although I was hoping that the Hoytzer and Jubba's house would be done by this time of year, you know, I wanted to wait for Michael because he's so talented. He's such a craftsman that it's important to have the right people to do these jobs. Hello, MD Razard. Let me have a scroll through anyone I've missed. Oh, we've got Inika and Nemo. I'm assuming Nemo's with you. A hack any time of day is wonderful. Good, thank you very much. And obviously we've not got Jodie this week. She's actually gone off on holiday, and I've never in all the time I've known her, and I've known her since she was 17, I've never known her have a holiday. Annie, we are turning back, darling, I promise. We're just going to go this way and then down the hill. Hello, Jamie. Sorry, I didn't get the email, but Tamara showed me yesterday. I've had a few problems with my email, as Tamara did recently, probably because my mailbox was full. Plus something about them migrating, but yeah, that's technical. I'm not going to bore you with that. Hello, Karen. You love the update on Hunnis. So anybody who didn't see that, because I've only posted it on our Facebook behind the scenes group at the moment, I just gave a little update on how the main man's doing, or one of the main men, because we've got lots of main men, you know, whether it's Hunnis, Nero, Iceman, Uber, Hida, Hoitzer, they're all main men. So I just gave a little update on how he's doing, because I brought him in from the field today. I was thinking, because Frey came up with a suggestion, because Wren's been out of action with her abscess in her foot, she did suggest I do the live today with a walk with Hunnis. And I was going to, but then I opted for taking Annie out just because she hadn't been out. And I know that you all like to see that view between the ears. So Hunnis is doing really well. I'm just going to take you back along this road just because it's beautiful and very pretty. And then I'll take you up to the yard and we can see Michael as well. Oh, Annie. Oh, Annie. Are you going to be explosive now? I don't think you are. Sometimes she is when she turns for home. But we know that, don't we, Annie? And it's quite nice when you do it, because all of a sudden there's lots of energy. She'll do this whole, like, stretching down like that every now and again, and it's just her getting a little bit excited. Okay, I'm going to relax myself, because then that'll relax her. There we go, Annie. What was I saying? Can't remember what I was saying. I was going to warn you all, actually, that my words just haven't been flowing today. I think it's possibly because of lack of sleep. I'm not very good at going to bed at a decent hour and sleeping. I tend to stay awake until I can't stay awake anymore, which I believe isn't healthy. But I do get deep sleep most nights. Anyway, I digress. I think I was talking about Hunnis, wasn't I? So Hunnis is doing really well. Some of you may remember that he went lame several months ago, and we had a look into that, and he's been living on a Butadane. He also had a little sarcoid under his elbow that Sam was going to laser off, but then last time he looked at it, he said it looked like it was going to pop out, and it actually has, so it's gone. So his body has got rid of the sarcoid itself, which is always a bonus. But yeah, he's obviously not 100% sound, but he hasn't been for years. But he's coping really well on a Butadane. But the lovely thing about him is a few months ago, he was really quite grumpy. And you always worry when they get grumpy that there's something bothering them, or they're in pain or discomfort in some way. And I know he was quite itchy. But yeah, he was just grumpy, like a real grumpy old man. A bit like Hida was. But then we found out that his teeth had been bothering him. He wanted a change of scenery, and he's a much happier horse now. Happier horse. You see, I said that my words weren't coming out today. Anyway, Hunnis he's definitely got a newfound sort of peace about him. He definitely seems a lot happier in himself, which is really lovely. And I don't know what it is in particular, whether it's just because he's on the Butadane now and that's managing the inflammation or the discomfort from that OCD in his hocks that was causing him the problem. Who knows? But he's happy, so that makes me happy. Let me have a scroll through comments. It is great news to have a Hunnis update. If there's anybody else that anybody wants an update on, then just let me know. Feel free to guide the conversation here, because, as I said, I might just waffle about all sorts of things, as you know. I've struggled actually with, because as you know, I do videos most days that I try and get up onto our behind the scenes group or up on YouTube. But some days it just doesn't flow, and today's been one of those. So I did and ah about whether to do a live today, because I didn't know that I'd make much sense. But here we go. We can just enjoy the scenery. Sweet Susie, that's a big dog. I'm not quite sure. Oh, were you talking about Nemo? Inika's lovely dog. I do need to see pictures. Anyway, Eve, hello. Hi Tracy, so glad to see you out on a hack and in dry weather too. Enjoy and loving the updates. Well, thank you, Eve. And it is nice to be out, because it's, as I say, at the moment this time of year, the whole day is very easily taken up with just looking after everybody, particularly as they all get their winter woolies. It's really important that we run our hands over them as often as possible. And Hunnis was actually a classic case of that. I was talking to Lisa about it today, because, you know, I laugh and joke and say, oh, you know, we're just bringing them in for a pamper and a bit of loving. But there's a really important side to that as well, because as their coats grow longer, it's not as easy to see if there's anything that's affecting their skin or any problems underneath that long coat. So it's important that we do run our hands over them. And that was the case with Hunnis today. He had a couple of not sore patches, but sort of scabby patches on his neck, and I thought he'd been bitten, and he had one on his rump as well. So I had to get in there, you know, you run your hands in and you feel around under all that long hair to find out what's going on. And then once you've cleaned things like that up, then you can put on whatever lotions and potions they need. And particularly around the legs, because they can get all sorts of problems around their legs as the weather turns. So yeah, you can spend all day, every day doing that without even thinking about doing any riding out or training. But there's all sorts of exercises we do with them just in hand now that help them to feel as well as possible. Let me go back to comments. Hunnis sounds like my grandfather with bad tooth and having always cranky mood. Oh, I hope your grandfather's tooth is better now. I hope that it's not giving him trouble. Mind you, it was Hoitzer that had the trouble with his tooth, but he lost that. Jamie, wow, good job. Hunnis, getting rid of that sarcoid. Let's put it partly down to Thunderbrook. Do you know, I have no idea whether it is to do with that, Jamie. You know, certainly, I'm just going to adjust my reins, sorry. Oh, just that young girl trotting past has woken Annie up a little bit. I just need to adjust there. Sorry for the dodgy filming. Oh, Annie, are we bouncing a little bit now? Eh? Oh, sorry, I'm not doing very well with the filming here. Let me sort myself out. There we go. There we go. Definitely, I'm loving the Thunderbrooks. And as I've said before, I don't have an affiliation with them. I've just tried it because it's all natural, doesn't have chemicals, doesn't have fillers, doesn't have processed sugars in the feed or any molasses or wheat. And Annie's legs definitely look the best they've ever looked. Her chest is looking a bit better. It's still not 100% because she gets lumps and bumps all over her chest. But yeah, so far so good. Sorry if I'm missing more comments. Tara, does dappling ever go away? Well, it does when they're changing their coat very often. But dapples, you know, are a sign of good condition. And definitely we've had more with dapples this year than we have before. I think Anya is loving her walk today. What's that, MD Razard? Don't horses... Oh, I've missed that. don't horses get shearing after a few months like a sheep? Well, some of them we do clip, and in fact I've not clipped Anya or Hannes this year because we're not doing Christmas in Cartmel this year, so that's where Anya used to drive the carriage down there in lights. So I have just clipped Doubtson, and Jodie's clipped Iceman, because we are going to do our best to keep them ticking over with slightly more in-depth work over the winter months. So it just helps keep them a little bit more comfortable if they get a little bit sweaty. I'm just scrolling through the comments. So I was going to point out, I hope you've all picked up on the beautiful autumn colours as we go up here, because that's one of the reasons, as I say, I wanted to bring you along this lane. We did have very strong winds the other day, not quite hurricane force like Florida had, but it certainly took a lot of those autumnal leaves off the trees, and they'll soon be bare. So it's a case of making the most of them while they're here. Oh, Annie, I think you are quite enjoying this, aren't you, darling? Eh? This is actually part of Annie's old driving route. This used to be the home stretch for her when we went on the lanes round the back. Up over there is Hoytzer, Jubbers and Prince's Field, one of their 3 fields they're in at the moment, but they're not over there. They'll be up over the hill. So we don't have a raffle running at the moment, but Frey has been working on all our Christmas raffles. That if you saw the YouTube video that went live, I think last night, I put it on, we gave you a little bit of an idea of what's coming up for our Christmas raffles, which will go live on the 1st of November. And at the moment, last Wednesday, I think, we launched our wonderful 2025 calendars that Diane very kindly put together for us, using all those fabulous photographs that Sandy Kitching has taken of all the horses over the many years that she's been joining us. And in fact, I saw Sandy this week. It was lovely to see her with her lovely little Jim and Nell baby. Jim and Nell, for those that don't know, are Jodie's dogs, are 2 sheep dogs, and Nell had puppies this year. Oh, that car's coming up quite quickly behind me. I will pull over and let them go past. They're obviously in a bit of a hurry. There we go. They were very kind and slowed down when they saw me. I have got high vis on. So yeah, Sandy popped up to say hello with Maisie, her lovely Jim and Nell youngster. Oh, Annie, what can you hear? She is quite funny. She's an all or nothing horse. Sometimes she just potters along quite slowly, and other times she feels quite electric. And it's amazing the power that you feel underneath when she gets like that. Hello, Hazel. Amazing that there are any leaves left. Sorry, I was trying to read that, but as I say, I forgot to put my glasses on today with my dodgy eyesight. That doesn't help. So I really apologise for missing any comments. But Hazel, as you're on here, I should mention that Inna, little skinny Innie that a lot of you know about, who's definitely staying with us for the winter, her wonderful Friso rug arrived. And it's all been labelled up with Leslie, Karen, yours, Hazel, and Diane's names on, because you all very kindly sponsored that rug coming over from the Netherlands. And they were designed by Sibram Minkma at Tweespan over in the Netherlands, and they're designed to fit the Friesian, and we're in our 2nd year of using them with all of these guys. And now little skinny Innie has her own. Look, we've got Lisa there. Have you just taken Hannes down? Thank you. You're getting lots of love hearts. I think they're for you. So Hannes has gone back down to join the other boys down there. So we've got Uber, Hannes, Iceman and Nero. I think they're hiding by the gate there. Sorry, I've seen that, Kathy. You'd love to live here if you were a Friesian. It is like Friesian heaven, I have to say. There's that view. Hey, did you all like my time-lapse video of the sunrise? I was quite proud of that. I hope you all liked it. I'm planning to get a few more. But anyway, I'm going to not look at comments for now because I'm going to just pick my way into here, because here's the Hoitzer and Jubba's house. And there's Michael, busy at work with the cement mixer. And as you can see, it's beginning to take shape. You're live. No, Michael, why would you do that? Look, he's squirting water at us. That's not nice. I'm glad you liked it, Kathy. It was a short ride. Yes, we are farm. It can just go in that doorway there. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to move on because nobody can hear me. So I think I've lost reception here. So you don't get to chat to anyone now, Michael. Sorry. Oh, am I back? I'm glad if you can hear me. So I've had to move away from the Hoitzer and Jubba's house because it just kept disconnecting. I'm just going to hop off Annie because I'm on the rough ground now. Bear with me. Oh, there we go. So I don't like to ride her across the rough ground. Annie, darling, come on. Come on. So sorry, you don't have her ears right now. Just because with my weight on her as well, walking over these stones, it's not very nice for her when she's barefoot. So we'll get through the gateway and I will take you across to see that lovely stable door. So bear with me while I sort Annie out. Come on, Annie, you're going to go through. Do you want to take yourself through? She says, no, I want to eat the grass that side. Why don't you go through? There we go. Just wander up onto the yard now. I'm glad you can hear. Lindsay, that was your comment I saw first. How appropriate when we're at Bessie's barn. And look at those doors. I'm going to just turn the light on so you can see a little bit better. I might have to... There we go. See into Bessie's barn. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I'm just going to head round to the barn and hope we don't lose connection again. But haven't Chris and Aidan done a fantastic job there? Sorry, I've just left Annie on the yard and of course she's now having a pee. She likes to have a pee after she's been out for a hack. Isn't that lovely? Yes, that tinkling in the background, I won't show her peeing because, you know, we've got to give her some dignity. Have you finished now? Hold on. I'm just gonna... There we go. Lisa's doing a fantastic job tidying up everywhere, but sometimes the blower can be a little bit noisy. Now I'm hoping we don't cut out again because sometimes when I'm at the front of the barn here, we do. But yeah, there's your lovely girl who just took you out. I'm sorry it's been a short one today. But yeah, that light is fading now. Anyway, I'm going to get her untacked. I'll just take you through. Actually, sorry, Lisa, can I ask you to untack her just so I can take everyone through to see everyone else? Hey?
Yeah, I can do that.
Do you want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, everybody.
I'll bring you a treat through in a minute, sweetheart.
There's a carrot up on that thing.
Oh, is there? Lisa, can you do me a favour? Can you ask Siri to stop through there? Because if I ask Siri to stop, it's only because of the music. Then sometimes it stops the live. But with the music in the background, sometimes YouTube doesn't like it for copyright reasons. Jamie says hello, Lisa. Look, we've got Kaz here today as well. So Kaz has been in the hay hole, haven't you? Who was joining you in there? I hope Hoitzer didn't join you in there. Oh, Hannes. Yes. Yeah. And then JB escaped from his field and came down to join you, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah. So here's little Floppy Doo. Hello, Jane. Here's little Floppy. And there's Ren, who you would usually be out with. What's that, Lindsay? Jamie, the namesake is delighted. What wonderful workmanship. You see, Bessie needs to come up and see her barn again. Definitely. Hello, Trish. When you look at everything, you can just tell how much it's all coming together. Looks great. I do still, every day, have to pinch myself at what has happened over the last 12 months. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I was chatting to Michael earlier because it's not even a year ago that this is our hay hole, for those that don't know. This ground here was all potholed. It was really mucky and grubby, and just all the support that we've had meant that we were able to get this area concreted so that we could get the haylage in and out easier and keep it a lot cleaner. And just to have that done was exciting enough for me. I'm a bit sad, sorry. But to have the support that we've had from all of you and to get all of the things done that we've done so far this year through the 110k campaign and with that wonderful campaign that Jamie ran as well for the Polaris is absolutely mind-blowing and beyond my wildest dreams. So thank you, Tara. And, you know, Tara, you kicked this off with, you know, our first guardian angel, you know, and the dream is coming together. The dream drawings are done. Sorry, Lisa, you can still come past even though I'm filming. But yeah, we're saving that for next year. There's still lots of work to be done on that. But, you know, yeah, as I say, my words aren't coming out well today, but without all of you, none of this work would have been possible. Ren's not very happy at being stuck in, are you, darling? Do you want to come out? You do have a boot on your foot. Do you want to come out for a bit? Hida, move your bottom. Move your bottom. Look, Ren just pushed the door into your bottom. Oh, I like that, Jamie. Yes, Tara, true cornerstone. So yes, the cornerstones, if you saw the video yesterday, they're the cornerstones for the Hoitzer and Jubba's house that have gone off engraving. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to Ren. She's got her boot on her foot. Ideally, I don't want her walking in that boot, but she wasn't very happy in the stable. And I am going to repoultice her later. So yeah, the cornerstones are off for engraving. So Tara, you're on there, Jamie, Lindsay and Anne. But all those of you that are star donors and crown donors, you're going to be inside the Hoitzer and Jubba's house. And obviously everyone, no matter what you're in a position to donate to that 110k campaign, you know, I thank you from the bottom of my heart and everyone here. And you'll have seen on some of the videos, I've got everybody's name listed on there if they want to be listed. I would put everybody's name inside the stable, but I think we might run out of space. I so want to take you down to there again, but I don't know whether the video is going to stay live. Shall we try? I could try walking you down to Michael. We'll give it a go. Because one of the things that I wanted to talk about was somebody, and I really apologise for not remembering your name. Thank you, Jamie. I'm going to give it a go. Mentioned, why do Hoytzer and Jubbers get their own house? And it's a really good question. And it's one of those things that they don't necessarily need their own house, but there is a serious point to it. And I kind of joke around, you know, about, you know, it's being their new house and, you know, it's important for them to have it. But, you know, the long-term aim, I'm just going to stand here for a second to see whether you can hear me. So if you could let me know if you can still hear me. I'm going to just wait for a second. Oh, yeah, you can still hear me. I'm just going to answer that, Nancy. Will funds from the Christmas raffle go towards the 110k? They're actually going to go to the day-to-day running costs, because the 110k is a completely separate thing. So that is all going on all the improvement works, all the works to improve all the facilities. But we do still need funds to come in for the day-to-day costs of looking after all the horses. Thank you, everybody, for saying that you can still hear me. So what I wanted to say about this area is it's, yes, the Hoytzer and Jubbers house, because this for many years been Hoytzer's home, really, this field here and up the top. And he used to share it with Femma. And when Femma passed away, and I'll never forget, I've got a picture of her laid just here when she really wasn't well, you know, a few days before she passed away. He lived down here with her because she was the only one he tolerated in his space. Now, Hoytzer can't really go out in the big field with all the others. He's very arthritic, and we have a number that have arthritis. And he's 22. He's not going to be here forever. None of us are going to be here forever. But the idea of this space here is that we create a beautiful stable with a turnout area here with lovely soft padded blocks, that for those that are arthritic and can't necessarily go out in the big fields because they need to be close by, or for whatever reason, they've got a space where they can go in the house here undercover, stay warm and dry in the winter, but also have a lovely flat area that isn't going to make their arthritis uncomfortable, so they can still move around without being on rough, uneven ground. So I don't know whether I've explained that very well today, because I'm not very good at explaining things today. But yes, we call it the Hoytzer and Jubbers house. And for as long as Hoytzer is here and Jubbers, you know, they'll have this their place to live. Jubbers ended up being Hoytzy's best friend after Femma passed away, because he can tolerate the little person, whereas he doesn't really tolerate the bigger horses so well. Your phone might be in portrait mode or something. Focus is blurred. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I don't know whether... I'm hoping that comes across. Okay. So yeah, as I say, I've not been very concise at explaining that, but that's the whole idea, is that creating a lovely stable that the arthritic ones can live in, and have an outdoor turnout here that's all nicely cushioned. And actually, on that subject, I was speaking to Aidan from Quattro Flooring just yesterday, because the flex screed that I wanted to lay down here on top of the concrete is lovely, but it's not as cushioned as these, they're called dog pavers, that are sort of that thick, and they're much more cushioned. So although that is going to cost a little bit more than the flex screed, I think long term it's going to last longer and it's going to provide far more cushioning, particularly where there's arthritis in the feet, like Hoytzer has. He does okay on this rough ground, but when it's cold, he wants to be on nice, smooth, level ground. Anyway, I'm going to take you over to Michael, and I'm going to stop waffling. I know I always say that. Say hello to Michael, everyone. Look, hasn't he got a good tan? Look, your tan's fading, Michael. Don't go away next week. You're going to upset an awful lot of people if you say that you're going to go away. Yeah, you will. So go on, tell everyone what you're doing today. I like to put you on the spot. You might need to speak up a little bit, sorry.
I'm literally laying the blocks with a cavity with insulation, that's all. And ties, well, there's no ties yet, but there'll be stone on the outside of there.
So do you put ties in this?
The damp rising any further than that. Yeah, the ties will be in here in a minute.
Okay.
But it's not till I get to about there and then. Yeah.
You say you're just doing that, but to me that would be really complicated. But that's like me saying I'm just bathing a horse. Oh, you see, you're a big kid, really. You never grew out of Lego. Yeah. I'll bet he'll be chuffed that you said that on video. Yeah, don't tell us any more about his bedroom. That's Lego. Is there a Legoland in Florida? Did you go to that?
No, there isn't.
Isn't there? Has he been to the Legoland in?
I've been to the one in Denmark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, Diane was saying that she couldn't hear you.
That must be what got him interested, because we took him to Legoland Denmark when he was 1.5.
Oh, really?
Ever since then, he's been crazy.
Oh, okay. Inika says, Michael, you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Sorry if none of you could hear what Michael was saying. It was very important. He was talking about his Lego house he's building and all the insulation.
Especially for little JB.
Oh, yeah, you see, that's the reason that JB escaped from his field earlier, because he came down to see Michael to find out how he was getting on with his house.
Well, he was going to have a mint imperial, but I was told I can't give him one.
Yeah, I told him he's not allowed to give him sugar. Oh, Jamie, are you off? Take a nap, Tracy. I know, dream on. Yeah, you can talk. You don't sleep either, so you need to take a nap too. Anyway, lovely to speak to you on here. Sorry I haven't got back to emails. One day I might get more efficient on that, but there's so much to do out here, as we all know. But anyway, let's love and leave Michael to it. Are you going home? But it's not dark yet. Oh, you love us, really. That's why you keep coming back. Look, there is the GoPro up there doing a fast time lapse of everything. Okay, I can put lights on you. No? Oh, okay. Do you want me to go and get you some more cement? Day tomorrow. Excellent. What, you're taking a day off? Oh my goodness. He does love his bike riding. Anyway, I'm going to take you. Sorry, lost you all there for a minute. I'm just going to take you back up to the yard, just so that you can finish on a gorgeous Friesian or two. There we go. We're back. There's Annie, who I haven't given a treat to yet. That's really bad of me. Ren, did you miss your life hack? Hey, maybe next week. Oh, look, she's so beautiful. She's actually been quite tolerant of being up here, and her foot is better, but I just need Chris to come and pop some back shoes on her, and then we can head out again. Anyway, Jenny, thank you for joining us, but I am just about to go. But you can always watch it back. But everybody who's joined us, thank you so much. Not quite sure when the next one's going to be, but keep watching out on the channel. We'll let you know as soon as possible. But don't forget, those calendars are still up for sale. We have some left, and there are going to be some really cool Christmas cards that have just arrived today that I ordered. I've not opened the packaging yet, but I'm hoping that you'll like it because I designed this. Well, I didn't take the photo, it's a Sandy photo. But yeah, hopefully you'll like it, and you'll maybe like to send a few out to your friends and family this Christmas. Anyway, bye from me, bye from Ren, bye from Lisa as well, and bye from Annie.